Hello, everyone. My name is Maren Benos, and I am currently a fourth-year student studying natural resource management. Over the past summer, I worked as a conservation intern with the Cleveland Museum of Natural History in the Natural Areas Department. Now, the museum's mission is to inspire through science and education, a passion for nature, the protection of natural diversity, the fostering of health, and leadership to a sustainable future. The Natural Areas program kind of got started in the 1950s with Fern Lake Bog and has since grown to over 11,000 acres of nature preserves all throughout Northeast Ohio. We like to think of these preserves as sort of living extensions of the museum or outdoor labs where we get the opportunity to study the true extent of Northeast Ohio's natural diversity. When I was looking for this position, I was checking job boards and various websites all throughout the spring 2021 semester. And I looked at the museum's job board at about the end of March, where I found the conservation intern position and thought it would be really interesting to do. And so I applied then. And at about the middle of April, I was contacted to do a short Zoom interview with my supervisor, Ben Piazza. And then by about the beginning of June is when the entire team was onboarded and ready to work out in the field together. Now, on a day-to-day basis, we were mainly hiking around a new preserve every day or every other day and learning about different plant identifications and doing invasive plant management specifically through different techniques like hand pulling and non-selective herbicide spraying. Now, the specific management technique was usually decided by different factors like the weather or what specific plant we were targeting. One of our bigger projects of the summer was when we worked at Menor Marsh State Nature Preserve for a few weeks, and there we were tackling cattail and purple loosestrife among some other invasive species within the marsh itself. And I thought that was really interesting to be able to get to know a specific preserve a little bit better when many of the preserves we visited early in the summer we did not have a chance to go back to and see the work that we did. But at Menor Marsh, we were able to see that progress over the course of several weeks. Probably the most important thing that I learned on a day-to-day basis is that there's always more to discover, which is probably the most exciting thing to me because I want to be learning something new every day. For someone who's thinking about working at the museum or thinking about working in a similar position, my two pieces of advice would be to take care of yourself, both physically and mentally, and to always be curious and ask questions when you need help. This is a very physically demanding job. We're outside most of the time. We're hiking all day. It can be hot, it can be humid, it can be rainy. All sorts of things like that can come up. And for someone who's considering a job like this, that is something to take note of to make sure that you're in the kind of environment that you would personally thrive in. In terms of asking questions, that's something that I struggled with, especially in the beginning, because I didn't feel like I was able to ask questions. But once I started being more curious and asking for help, that's when I really started to learn more and to grow in this position. In terms of my future career aspirations, I thought this fit in really well with the whole natural resource management idea. And for me personally, I've always wanted a job where I'm learning every day and I'm moving around and I'm outside for most of my time. And that was pretty much exactly what this job was. Now, obviously, nothing's going to tick every box of perfection, but if I have the chance to work with the museum in the future, I absolutely would do this again.